You see your cat every day. You know their favorite napping spot, their preferred brand of tuna, and that perfect spot behind the ears they love to have scratched. You know all their little quirks and habits that make up the rhythm of your home. But what if I told you that your adorable furball is living a secret life right under your nose? What if that creature snoozing on your couch has hidden abilities and a history more astonishing than you could ever imagine? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 amazing truths that will completely change how you see your feline friend. So get comfortable, give your cat a knowing look, and prepare to have your mind blown. Fact number 1, a world without sweets. Let's start with something that happens right at the food bowl. You've probably noticed your cat turns its nose up at a piece of cake or shows zero interest in your dessert. You might think they're just picky, but the truth is way more fascinating. It's not a preference. For cats, it's a biological blind spot. They can't really taste sweet things. Deep in their evolutionary past, as their ancestors became hyper-carnivores who only ate meat, a critical gene involved in tasting sweetness decided to take a permanent vacation. Most mammals have 2 genes that work together to create the sweet receptors on the tongue. Cats, however, are missing a key part of one of those genes, called TAS1R2. This genetic quirk means the sweet taste receptor simply doesn't get built. So, when you see your cat licking spilled ice cream, they're not after the sugar. They're attracted to the fat and protein, which their senses are expertly tuned to find. While they aren't the only carnivores with this trait, it's a perfect example of how evolution shapes a species for survival. Deciding a sweet tooth just isn't necessary for a true hunter. Fact number 2, the masters of sleep. Does it ever feel like your cat is always napping? You leave for work, they're asleep in a sunbeam. You come home, they're curled up on your favorite chair. This isn't laziness. It's a finely tuned survival strategy. The average house cat sleeps between 12 to 16 hours a day. Do the math, and that means your cat spends roughly 2/3 of its entire life in a state of slumber. Think about that. If your cat lives to be 20, they will have spent about 13 or 14 of those years completely asleep. This incredible amount of rest is a leftover from their wild ancestors. In the wild, hunting takes huge bursts of energy. Lions and tigers sleep for long periods to conserve that energy between hunts. Your little house cat is doing the exact same thing, just on a much smaller scale. They're hardwired to rest up for the big hunt, even if that hunt is just chasing a laser pointer across the living room floor. Fact number 3, the feline super leaper. Have you ever been stunned by your cat's ability to appear on top of the refrigerator or a high bookshelf, as if by magic? That isn't sorcery. It's pure biomechanical power. Cats are some of the most impressive jumpers in the animal kingdom, capable of leaping up to 6 times their body height in a single bound. To put that in perspective, imagine if a 6-foot-tall human could do the same. That would be like jumping onto the roof of a 3-story building. This incredible ability is thanks to their powerful hind legs and a uniquely flexible spine that acts like a coiled spring. When a cat crouches to jump, it's compressing that spring. Then, in an explosive release of energy, it launches itself upwards with astounding force and precision. They use their long tails for balance, making tiny adjustments in midair to guarantee a perfect landing. It's a breathtaking display of athletic prowess that happens in our homes every day. Fact number 4, the tiger within that fluffy, purring creature on your lap shares more with the king of the jungle than you might think. Genetic studies have revealed a mind-blowing connection. Your domestic cat shares about 95.6% of its DNA with tigers. That's right. Genetically, your little tabby is startlingly similar to one of the most feared predators on the planet. This shared ancestry, which scientists estimate diverged around 11 million years ago, explains so many of the behaviors we see in our pets. When your cat stalks a toy, body low to the ground, and hind legs wiggling. That is pure tiger instinct. When they need a soft blanket, they're mimicking how a tiger cub would press on its mother to stimulate milk flow. Their need to eat meat to survive, making them obligate carnivores, is another direct link to their larger cousins. So, while your cat may seem like a cuddly companion, remember that just beneath the surface beats the heart of a tiny tiger that has chosen to grace your home. Fact number 5. The ultimate eavesdroppers. A cat's ears are more than just adorable, velvety triangles. They are highly sophisticated pieces of biological machinery. It's often said they are controlled by an incredible 32 different muscles in each ear, compared to a human's measly 6. This complex system gives cats an extraordinary range of motion, allowing them to rotate their ears a full 180 degrees, and they can move each one independently. This means a cat can look straight ahead, while one ear points forward and the other points back, scanning the environment for the faintest sounds. This auditory superpower lets them pinpoint the exact location of a sound with incredible accuracy. They can detect the tiny rustle of a mouse from many feet away and can distinguish between sounds that are just inches apart. It also means they hear everything. They hear you opening the treat bag from 3 rooms away. They hear the can opener from a deep sleep. Their hearing is so sensitive, they can even perceive ultrasonic frequencies far beyond the range of human ears. So, the next time you whisper a secret, just remember, your cat probably heard every word. Fact number 6. The Methuselah of cats. The average indoor cat lives for about 12 to 18 years. With luck, some make it into their early 20s. But one cat from Austin, Texas, completely shattered all expectations. Her name was Crim Puff, and she holds the Guinness World Record for the oldest cat ever, living to the astonishing age of 38 years and 3 days. Born on August 3, 1967, Crim Puff lived until August 6, 2005. She was born when Lyndon B. Johnson was president and lived to see the age of smartphones. Her owner, Jake Perry, must have been doing something right, as he also owned the previous record holder, a cat named Grandpa Rex's Allen, who lived to be 34. Perry's care routine was reportedly unconventional. Alongside commercial cat food, he fed his cats a diet that included broccoli, eggs, turkey bacon, and even coffee with cream. He also turned his garage into a movie theater for his cats, playing nature documentaries to keep them stimulated. Crim Puff's incredible longevity is a testament to the amazing potential of our feline friends. Fact number 7. The parachuting cat. This next fact sounds like something out of a superhero movie, but it's a documented veterinary phenomenon known as high-rise syndrome. Cats have an almost unbelievable ability to survive falls from incredible heights. There are verified reports of cats surviving falls from over 30 stories onto solid concrete. A landmark 1987 study looked at 132 cats brought to a New York City emergency vet after falling from high-rise buildings and found that an astounding 90% of the treated cats survived. How is this possible? It's a combination of unique feline anatomy and physics. As a cat falls, it instinctively uses its righting reflex to orient itself with its feet facing down. After falling about 5 stories, it reaches terminal velocity and stops accelerating. At this point, something amazing happens. The cat relaxes and splays its legs out like a small parachute, increasing its body's surface area and slowing the fall. This flexible posture and their muscular legs help distribute the force of impact. While they often sustain serious injuries, the fact that survival is even possible is nothing short of miraculous. Fact number 8. The healing purr hypothesis. A cat's purr is one of the most comforting sounds in the world. We've always associated it with contentment, but what if that gentle rumble was actually a kind of built-in healing mechanism? This is a fascinating theory being explored by scientists. Research has shown that a cat's purr typically falls between 25 and 150 hertz. Interestingly, studies have demonstrated that vibrations in this same frequency range can help promote bone density and aid in the healing of fractures, muscles, and tendons. This has led to the hypothesis that purring might help explain why cats seem to recover from injuries so quickly. Cats don't just purr when they're happy, they also purr when they are injured or stressed. This suggests the purr could be a low-energy way for them to soothe themselves and promote healing. When your cat curls up on your lap and starts to purr, studies show the interaction can lower your own stress levels and blood pressure. But the idea of it being a literal vibrational therapy is still a topic of ongoing research. Fact number 10. The art of purposeful indifference. Every cat owner has been there. You call your cat's name, and they ever so slightly twitch an ear in your direction, but otherwise refuse to move a muscle. You might think they don't know their name, but the truth is much more. Feline. Studies have proven that cats can easily recognize their own names and distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's. They know you're calling them. Whether they choose to respond is another story entirely. This isn't an insult. It's a glimpse into their semi-domesticated nature. Unlike dogs, who have been bred for centuries to be responsive to human commands, cats have a more independent spirit. Their ancestors were solitary hunters, and that self-reliant streak remains. So when your cat hears you and gives you the cold shoulder, they're not being rude. They are simply demonstrating that classic cat attitude. They operate on their own terms. It's a subtle reminder of who might truly be in charge. Bonus fact: the feline mare. Before we wrap up, here's a bonus fact that's almost too adorable to be true. For 20 years, the small town of Talkeetna, Alaska, had an honorary mayor who was beloved by all. His name was Stubbs, and he was a ginger cat. Because the town is a historical district without a human mayor, Stubbs served as its honorary leader from 1997 until his death in 2017. He became a major tourist attraction, with visitors flocking to Nagley's General Store, his unofficial mayoral office. Every afternoon, he would go to a local restaurant and drink water with catnip out of a margarita glass. His political career wasn't without drama. He survived an attack by a dog, being shot with a BB gun, and accidentally riding a garbage truck. Stubbs proves that cats aren't just masters of our homes. They're capable of winning our hearts and even our votes. Conclusion. And there you have it. 10 mind-blowing truths that prove your cat is even more amazing than you thought. From their tiger DNA to their potentially healing purrs and the secret language they reserve just for you, cats are a bundle of fascinating contradictions. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Do you have a story about your own cat's amazing abilities? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed uncovering the secret life of cats, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and give your cat an extra scratch behind the ears from us.